Lewis Hamilton hasn't just broken every record in Formula One, he's broken the spirit of world champions who thought they had his number. Is that Glock? Is that Glock?
Is that Glock? Is that Glock going slowly?
It is, it's Glock! Oh my goodness me! Hamilton's back in position again!
Lewis Hamilton is the world champion.
It's going to become the 2008 Formula One world champion!
So strap yourself in. This is every time Lewis humbled the entire F1 grid. We dreamed of this when I was young, and this is way, way beyond our dreams. Don't walk into McLaren in 2007, sit next to a defending double world champion and expect to lead the championship. That's not how F1 works. Fernando Alonso was supposed to run this team. Hamilton was supposed to watch, learn and stay out of the way. Instead, he put the car on the podium in his first 9 consecutive races, a record that still stands. He won his 6th ever Grand Prix in Canada, he outqualified Alonso 6 poles to 2, and by mid-season, the 22-year-old was leading the World Championship and the double champion beside him was trying to block him in the pit lane at Hungary out of sheer frustration.
Is he blocking Hamilton here? Is that a bit of a tactic within the team there to give Hamilton a bit of a headache?
They ended the year tied on 109 points. Both lost the title to Raikkonen by a single point. But the damage to Alonso's ego was done. He left McLaren after 1 season of a 3-year deal. Pedro de la Rosa, McLaren's test driver that year, called it the strongest driver pairing there's ever been. Hamilton's side of that pairing was 22 years old and had never raced an F1 car before Melbourne. Think about that. But the rookie act was just the beginning. The following summer, at his home race, Hamilton showed the paddock something even Alonso hadn't seen coming. The 2008 British Grand Prix wasn't a race, it was a drowning, and everyone drowned except one man. Hamilton arrived at Silverstone 4th in the standings, 2 scoreless races deep, his title defence leaking air. He qualified 4th. It was raining so hard you couldn't see the car head through the spray. He was second by turn 1, leading by lap 5. Then the conditions got worse. Massa spun 5 times, Raikkonen struggled, Kubica made his first error of the year. Hamilton's own team told him to slow down. "I'm not even pushing," he replied. He won by over a minute. Only Heidfeld and Barrichello finished on the same lap. Everything else was lapped. The only man who overtook Hamilton the entire race was Barrichello, unlapping himself. F1.com later ranked it among the 10 greatest drives in the history of the sport, comparing it to Senna's Donington 1993. He was 23. He went on to win his first championship that year in Brazil on the last corner of the last lap of the last race.
It's going to become the 2008 Formula One world champion!
10 years later, he'd pull off something that made even Silverstone look tidy. Hamilton had no business winning this race. A hydraulic failure killed his qualifying and left him stranded in P14, while Vettel sat on pole at his home Grand Prix with an 8-point championship lead. By every measurement, this was Ferrari's race. Hamilton clawed to P7 by lap 8. He was still 25 seconds behind the leaders, running a different strategy, hoping for something to shift. Then the rain arrived. Light, inconsistent, enough to turn a dry racing line into a guessing game. Mercedes gambled on ultra softs instead of intermediates.
Down at Mercedes for a set of ultra soft tyres for Hamilton.
It was the right call. Vettel, leading comfortably at his home circuit, slid into the barriers at turn 13 on lap 52, slammed his steering wheel, apologised on the radio.
Sake. Sorry guys.
Under the safety car, Hamilton inherited the lead. "Miracles do happen," whispered his engineer Peter Bonington on the cool-down lap. It was Hamilton's 44th win, in a car number 44. An 8-point deficit became a 17-point lead. "For those who don't know me," Hamilton said afterward, "now they do." 2 years later, on a track that felt like it had been coated in cooking oil, he produced a drive that matched Schumacher in more than just the record books. Istanbul Park in 2020 had less grip than a frozen lake.
Mate, it's like driving on ice.
The newly resurfaced tarmac was so slippery that drivers were spinning in straight lines during practice. Hamilton qualified 6th, his worst Saturday of the entire turbo hybrid era at that point. Meanwhile, his title rival Bottas spun 6 separate times during the race and finished a lapped 14th. Hamilton didn't spin once. He ran wide on lap 1, dropped to 6th, and then found something in the intermediate tyres that nobody else could locate. He took the lead from Perez on lap 37 and pulled away so fast that he finished 31 seconds clear at the flag. He refused a second pit stop because of a memory from China 2007, when a trip through the pit lane in wet conditions cost him a championship. He trusted the rubber. He was right. 7th world title, level with Michael Schumacher. On the cool-down lap, crying in the cockpit, he said, "This is for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man."
That's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man.
Turkey was dominant in silence. Brazil the next year will be dominant in fury. The 2021 Sao Paulo Grand Prix wasn't one comeback, it was two. Friday, Hamilton qualified fastest by 4/10. Then he was disqualified for a DRS infringement.
Lewis Hamilton has been disqualified from qualifying for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Dead last for the sprint. Saturday, he charged from P20 to P5 in 24 laps.
That is a mega sprint drive from Lewis Hamilton to come home in 5th place.
Then took a 5-place engine penalty for Sunday. That put him P10 on the grid.
10th on the grid then, with his 5-place grid drop for the new engine.
With Verstappen leading the championship by 19 points and 9 cars between them. He was 3rd by lap 18. He caught Verstappen and tried the outside at turn 4 in lap 48. Verstappen shoved both cars off the track.
But he is forced wide and Verstappen himself has to go off the track.
No penalty. Hamilton didn't lose his nerve. I can't let him do that again, he thought. So on lap 59, he dummied Verstappen into defending the inside at turn 1, took a wider line and slingshot past on the exit.
Here on lap 59 of the Grand Prix, he has gone from last all the way to 1st.
10 seconds clear by the flag. Toto Wolff called it the most satisfying win in his time at Mercedes. Hamilton called it one of the best races he'd ever driven. The crowd at Interlagos later made him an honorary citizen of Brazil. Then came the silence, 945 days of it. No wins in 2022, none in 2023, none in the first half of 2024. People wrote him off. People said the speed had gone. People who should have known better by now. "945 days without a victory, 2.5 seasons of watching his teammates and rivals take victories that used to be his. His last race at the British Grand Prix with Mercedes before the Ferrari move, and the sky over Silverstone was doing what Silverstone skies always do. He locked out the front row with Russell, then used every drop of mixed conditions experience built over 17 years to manage the rain, the tyre switches, and a charging Lando Norris behind him. When he crossed the line, he could barely speak on the radio.
Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot. It means a lot to get this one. A big thank you to all the fans here.
He jumped out of the car, found his mum and dad, and broke down. "I can't stop crying," he said. A record 9th victory at Silverstone, 104 career wins. Toto Wolff said you couldn't have scripted it better. He was right. You couldn't. "105 wins, 104 poles, 203 podiums, 7 world titles. Every single one of those records still stands as of 2026. But the numbers aren't what humbled the grid. It was the range, the wet weather sorcery at 23, the strategic patience at 33, the raw will-to-will combat at 36, the emotional resurrection at 39. Most drivers have one era where everything clicks. Hamilton had 4. Fernando Alonso, the man whose McLaren career he ended in 2007, eventually called him one of the top 5 drivers of all time. That's not a compliment, that's a surrender.